The Red Dress Case, Chapter 4, ashes on the floor. The room stank of sweat, smoke, and blood. I flicked on a lamp, shadows crawling back across the cracked wallpaper. The red glove sat heavy in my pocket, a reminder of the dame who started this mess. Every inch of this house was whispering, and I aimed to make it talk louder. Broken glass glittered near the window like the teeth of a bum with no fight left. The breeze slipped in, cold and sharp, carrying the stink of alley rot. Somebody had gone out that window in a hurry, but the blood on the sill said they didn't get far without leaving a trail. I bent low, tracing a dark smear across the floorboards. The stuff was sticky, fresh, and ugly as sin. Whoever escaped left me a road map in red. All I had to do was follow it before the city swallowed it whole. A cigarette stub caught my eye near the chair. Cheap brand, rough cut, the kind the corner boys smoked when they couldn't afford Lucky Strikes. Still warm, too. Someone had been here not long ago. The air was thick enough with smoke to prove it. I checked the table, found a glass, tipped over and sticky with sweet red wine. Lipstick on the rim, bright as blood in the lamplight. A dame had been sitting here, no question. But whether she drank or left the glass as a calling card, I couldn't say. The rug was scuffed near the fireplace, like boots had dragged a body across. I crouched, running a hand along the floorboards. A corner lifted easy, hiding a small compartment. Inside sat a matchbook from a joint downtown, the Blue Canary. That name rang in my ears like a pistol crack. The Canary was a dive where trouble played piano all night. Crooked gamblers, bent cops, and worse, all perched there. If the glove led to her, the matchbook gave me her next stage. But the house wasn't finished coughing up its secrets. The prisoner's ropes were torn, but I found threads caught on the splintered wood. Thick hemp, fresh cut by a sharp blade. She had help, no doubt about it. Somebody slick with a knife. I pressed on down the hall, floorboards whining under my shoes. The wallpaper peeled like skin off a bad burn, curling and sickly. Doors lined the corridor, each one holding its breath. I picked the first and kicked it open. The bedroom was a mess, drawers ripped open, feathers from a busted pillow drifting in the stale air. Perfume clung to the curtains, sweet and sharp. On the dresser sat another glove, black this time, small and dainty. It smelled of smoke and cheap gin. I pocketed it, mind racing through possibilities. 2 gloves, 2 colors, red for passion, black for death. The dame wasn't just playing dress up, she was leaving a trail of breadcrumbs dipped in blood. The floor creaked behind me, soft and deliberate. I spun, Colt raised, eyes sharp. But nothing filled the doorway but shadows. The house was either haunted or laughing at me. I'd had enough of stale air and ghosts. The trail outside was cooling by the minute. I checked the matchbook again, slipping it into my coat. The Blue Canary was calling, and I wasn't about to let it sing without me. I stepped out into the Chicago night, fog thick as wool. Street lamps buzzed, throwing halos on the pavement. A Packard rolled by, slow eyes watching from behind the glass. Everyone in this city had eyes when blood spilled. The alley stretched ahead, full of whispers and cats yowling at the moon. I pulled my collar high, hat low. The glove in my pocket felt like a hot coal. Somewhere out there she was waiting, setting the board her way. A cab rolled up, tires hissing through the wet. The driver leaned out, face hidden in shadow. "You looking for a ride, pal?" he asked. Voice gravelly, I climbed in, Colt ready but unseen. "Blue Canary," I said flat. His hands twitched on the wheel, just for a second. He didn't like that name, not one bit. But he drove anyway, tires groaning against the wet street. The city rolled past, windows glowing like tired eyes. Every block was another lie waiting to trip me. But I had a lead, I had a glove, I had a matchbook, and maybe, just maybe, I had a chance to find the truth before it found me. The cab rattled, engine coughing like a dying drunk. We slid under the L tracks, steel above screaming as a train passed. I watched shadows flicker across the alley walls, and I knew Chicago wasn't going to let me walk clean through this case. The cabbie pulled up near the Canary, neon bleeding through the mist. The bird on the sign glowed sickly blue, wings spread wide. Music thumped faint inside, all brass and smoke. This was the kind of joint where the night chewed you up and spit you out. I paid the hack, slipping the Colt closer under my coat. The sidewalk was slick, reeking of gin and bad decisions. I paused, staring at the glowing bird above, and I knew the next move on this board was mine to make.